This is the human endocrine system. As you can see, this is the model of the human endocrine system. So the endocrine system comprises of the various endocrine glands and the hormones secreted by them. Today we are going to see some primary endocrine glands which are very important. So let us begin it with the head portion. In the head, this is the brain portion, and here you can see it is written as number 1. Now what does it indicates is that here there is a stalk which is called infundibulum, and with that there is a small pea-like structure which is called as your pituitary gland. Now this pituitary gland's location, pituitary gland is a master gland of our body which is secreting certain hormones which are called as your trophic hormones, and which are carried by means of blood to the various other endocrine glands which are present in our body, and our other endocrine glands are stimulated to secrete their secretion, and that is how the pituitary gland controls over the other endocrine glands. So it is called the master gland. But this pituitary gland, which is located in the head region, is also under the control of certain releasing factors from that of hypothalamus. So hypothalamus is sometimes known as the master of master gland. Okay. Now the next endocrine gland, which is very important, and it is the, you can say, the largest endocrine gland in our body, that is your thyroid gland. It is present in the neck region like a butterfly. Okay, you can see this location of the thyroid gland. It is secreting the that is your thyroxine hormone, triiodothyroxine, and that is calcitonin also, which controls the basal metabolic rate of our body, as well as it also helps in balancing the level of calcium with that of the blood and that of the bone. So this thyroid gland is very important in the sense that our physical and the mental growth is associated with it. Over secretion and less secretion of the hormones secreted by the thyroid glands have adverse effects on us, which is known as your hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. Okay. The next endocrine gland, this is marked as 3. It is just placed in the chest region, and it looks quite bigger, but actually it is not so. It is bigger in case of children. When the children are born with, and when they are still in their childhood, the weight of this thymus gland is around 10 to 15 grams. But gradually when the child develops and comes to the adolescent age or the adulthood age, by that time the weight of the thymus gland gradually increases, and when the complete adulthood has been achieved, during that time gradually the diminishing of the thymus gland takes place. Now thymus gland has various functions. It helps in the maturity of T lymphocytes, which is associated with the immune system of our body. So that is the main functioning of the thymus gland. And the next endocrine gland which is to be followed is, you can see this is a pair of kidney. Now on the top of the kidney, you can see here it is number 4 written there, and it is like a cap there. So this indicates the adrenal gland. Okay, now adrenal gland is known as the emergency gland. It secretes various hormones which are called as your corticoids. Okay, now mineralocorticoids, glucocorticoids, or sex corticoids, as it is commonly known as. Mineralocorticoids helps in balancing the minerals present in our body, and then the glucocorticoids is associated with the metabolism of glucose, sometimes with the metabolism of protein and lipids as well. So the imbalance or less secretion or more secretion of the glucocorticoids or mineralocorticoids leads to abnormality in the body of an organism. Similarly, there are sex corticoids also, which are secreted from this adrenal cortex, because when you do a section of this adrenal gland, you will find an outer cortex and inner medulla. So the cortex actually secretes these 3 types of hormones, and sex corticoids is associated with some secondary sexual characteristics. If it is secreted in excess in female, then sometimes excess growth of hair takes place in the body parts like face, chest, and that is called as your adrenal virilism. After this adrenal gland, now somewhat here near the kidney, okay, kidney is at the posterior part of our body. So in the front portion, if you think about that, the front portion is having the digestive system. So from here almost in front of it, there goes a leaf-like structure. Now this leaf-like structure is called as your pancreas. Now pancreas is your mixed gland, as I have told you. So that secretes a kind of hormone, 3 hormones it is secreting. That is, one is insulin secreted by the beta cells present in the pancreas. Then is your glucagon secreted by the alpha cells, and the delta cell is secreting the somatostatin, which is balancing both glucagon and insulin. The next comes the gonads. Now this is a pair of ovaries, and this is a model, so it is depicting both male and the female part. So this is the pair of ovaries which is secreting the female hormone estrogen and progesterone, which is steroidal hormone. Okay, and these are a pair of testes, this number 6, which is secreting the androgen, that is the male hormone testosterone, which is of course associated with that of the formation of the sperm and the secondary sexual characteristic in male, and this one is associated with the secretion of the 2 female hormones, which is associated with the development of the follicles as well as the ovulation process and the female characters in case of human beings. So these are the generalized idea about the human endocrine system and the position of the various endocrine system in our body. Besides that, there are certain local hormones, as I told you, the gastrointestinal hormones like secretin, gastrin, which is secreted by the mucosal cells present in the duodenum and all. So, and sometimes the placenta in females, when it is formed, especially during the time of pregnancy, is also associated with the secretion of some temporary hormones, which is your HCG, HPL and all. And besides, kidney is also associated with the secretion of certain hormones, and along with this, of course, heart is also an organ which is secreting hormones. So some of the organs present in our body, although are not endocrine, but say they are also associated with the secretion of the various kinds of hormones with for maintaining the homeostasis in our body.